Hello everyone, Professor Thompson here. First off, I just want to welcome all of you to Speech 1100-Net01. You have registered for my fully online speech communication course at the College of DuPage. You heard that correctly. This is a fully online speech communication course. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in just a few minutes, but I wanted to let you know, first off, welcome to my course. I hope that this will be a good class for you. I hope that this is something that you are prepared to do, and there is a lot of things that you will need to accomplish in the next 8 weeks, and I'm going to try and outline a few of those. The first thing I want to stress is that you should start as soon as possible. Like, there is no reason for you to wait at all. So one thing you can do right away is familiarize yourself with the course. The course is very flat in the sense that all of the things that you need are on the left-hand side, those tab buttons. Everything you can access within 1 to 2 clicks of the mouse. I really don't want you clicking 3 or 4 times to have to find anything. So if you're a little bit lost or confused, go to the home screen, use the tab buttons on the side, and it's usually 1 or 2 clicks away. I would recommend starting with the Get Started Here tab, signing up for the Remind system that will be very helpful for updates and videos and things throughout the next 8 weeks. And then go to the Syllabus and Schedule tab. And I cannot stress this enough. I would highly recommend printing out the syllabus and printing out the schedule. These things are very important for keeping you on track for what we have throughout the next 8 weeks. And so I don't want you to not log in for a few days and not have that in front of you. So you make sure you have that readily available for you so that you can be aware of what you need to accomplish. I think another thing that's really going to help you be successful in this course is if you watch every video that I post. I feel like one of the major flaws or the major inhibitors of success for students in the past is that they don't watch the videos. I will post videos regularly of me talking to you, giving you reminders, telling you how to do something, showing you where something is located. And if you're not watching the videos, then you're emailing me and you're lost and you're confused. And quite frankly, sometimes I don't send the most friendly emails in return because I'm posting these videos and the students aren't doing their responsibility by watching those. And so I'm getting all of these unneeded emails, slowing down your progress, and then obviously slowing down my ability to return all of these emails. So just make sure that when a video is posted or an announcement is posted, that you're looking at those things. That's another reason why signing up for Remind is really nice, because with that program I can send you something to your phone. You can watch it right from there, and usually everything is very, very clear. Okay, so I think one of the most important aspects to understand about this class right away is that it is a fully online course. And I'm hoping that you realize that when you registered for this class. You do not need to come to campus. You will not be able to come to campus for anything in this class over the next 8 weeks. All of your speeches you will record on your own. I don't care what device you use, whether it's an HD camera, whether it's a DSLR that has a video function, whether it's an iPhone or Samsung Galaxy. It doesn't matter. You will be responsible for recording your own speeches. Now, one of the key components of passing this course is understanding what cannot, and I repeat, what you cannot change. The state of Illinois, meaning not me as your professor, not the College of DuPage as the institution, but the state of Illinois Community College Board has said that in fully online communication classes, there are 3 criteria that have to be followed. First, you as a student must record your speech in an unedited fashion, which means once you hit record, you've got to give your whole speech and then hit stop at the end. And that's your submission. Now, obviously, if you hit record and you give your whole speech and you stop and you do that 3 times, I'm not aware of that. Okay? And if that's the kind of time that you're going to put into this class, more power to you, because those are all practices. But from the time you hit record to the time you hit stop, there cannot be any edits in the middle of that speech. So do not splice together your favorite parts of your presentations. Do not put your video in editing programs to show me this or that. It is a start to stop function, and that is very important. Second, you must give your speech outside of the house. You cannot give your speech inside a residence. Now, the state of Illinois says that you must give your speech in a public place. That could be a public amphitheater. We have one here at College of DuPage. It's an outdoor amphitheater. You could go to the movie theater. You could go to a church. You could use a classroom. You could use a boardroom, a conference room, a public park. I've had a lot of different types of speeches. I had a student whose brother was in the College World Series in Omaha, Nebraska. And so when this student went to go watch her brother in Omaha, she actually gave one of her speeches at the LSU tailgate party before the game. And she had 100 LSU fans all around her. So watching her speech, cheering her on, high-fiving her when she was done. So it was a massive crowd that she had gathered, and it was in a public place. So you need to remember that you cannot give your speech at home. You cannot sit down in front of your computer and record your speech. It must be in a public place. The third and final item that you cannot change about this course is you must gather an audience of 8 or more people. Those 8 people must be watching your speech as you give it. So as you are recording, you are not editing, as you are in a public place, however you define that, you must have at least 8 or more people who are 16 years of age or older watching your speech. Please do not email me and say, I can't find 8 people. I don't want to hear that. You are responsible by registering for this course and staying in this course to find 8 people. Whether those are coworkers from work, students on campus, and I don't care if they're strangers that you gather at a street corner, it's 8 people. Okay? And I've had thousands of students come through the many sections of online courses here at COD who were able to accommodate this state requirement. Again, this is not a Steve Thompson requirement. This is a state of Illinois requirement. So no matter how many times you email me, I cannot change it. And I hate to be kind of like forceful about that and really kind of blunt about that, but there's no amount of begging or, oh, I'm sorry, I'm new to an area that's going to change that particular requirement. You have to have 8 people. You have to gather them. They have to watch your speech. And so it has to be in a public place, and you got to record it unedited. And you will submit that video to me by the given deadlines. So I think as long as you really understand the framework for those speech aspects, you're going to do well. Okay? And so let me kind of take a breather. I know that this video is going to be just over 10 minutes long, maybe 13 minutes long, and I'm sorry, but it's the welcome video. It's the beginning of the term. These are things you need to know. You have 3 units in this class. Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3. Everything in Unit 1 is due by the deadline of Unit 1, including the first speech. Everything in Unit 2 is due by the deadline of Unit 2, including your second speech. And then finally, everything in Unit 3 is due by the Unit 3 deadline, including your final speech. You have roughly 14 to 19 days per unit, depending on what's in there. It is your responsibility to make sure that you are accomplishing everything in those units. I don't have daily deadlines. I don't have weekly deadlines. I have 3 unit deadlines. And so those are the hard deadlines. Those do not extend. There are not extensions. I've given you a fair amount of time to really finish what's expected of you. And so that's why I said, get started right away. You're going to be fine. Chip away a little bit at a time. One chapter on one day, another chapter on another day. That's the best way to get through this course, is just kind of chip away little by little, little by little. And make sure that you're thinking ahead and you're working on those speeches. I will post another video here in the next 1 to 2 days that will talk a little bit more about the actual speeches. I'll talk a little bit more about speech 1 as you begin to look over the syllabus and the schedule and familiarize yourself with the course. So look for another video in the next 24 to 48 hours about your first speech. If you have any questions at all, email me, get a hold of me. That information is located in the syllabus. That information is also located on the left side. There's a tab that says Professor. Click on that. It'll give you my information. Contact me immediately if you have questions. Okay? So welcome to the class. Look it over. I wish you the best of luck. I think that if you remain positive, things will work out and you will be fine. I will do my best to get back to you as soon as possible. You know, I always try to get back to students within 24 hours. If you don't hear back from me in 24 hours, then it's 2 days, it's 48 hours. Reach out to me a second time. Try a different contact method, something like that. But I really try and stay positive and get back to you as quickly as I can. Like many professors at this time of year, at the beginning of the term, we are getting a huge volume of emails. So I'm kind of waiting for the dust to settle a little bit. But yeah, good luck. We will talk to you soon. Take care. Glad you're with us.